Hey guys and gals, let's start working on the bag 4 of the Pyramid of Giza. I think this is 21058. Contains about, I don't know, I forgot already. So last time we were just checking these out and I was too tired, I had to do work. And there's just too many small pieces, as you can tell. So now we're going to continue on and see how we can do this. Make sure I don't have to build multiples. So, work's been kind of a brute. And I hate when you're working on something, you have to stop what you're doing to do work. So I was working on my Minecraft resource pack, and yeah. You know, anything that's remotely fun, you can't finish because of obligation. I had to do that and pay bills and all that other stuff, all that fun stuff that seems to kind of distract me. So anyway, so there's a lot of pieces in this bag, a lot of plant stuff. So I don't know how far we're going to get. I don't know if I'm going to do bags 4 and 5. Let's see how well we go with this. First I got to find the other candlestick that I just had. Haven't found those 2 missing pieces yet, so I think they're thrown in another bin. I remember picking something up. And let's do that. So sorry if my voice sounds a little bit cracky. I'm doing this before bedtime. So hopefully this will get me tired out. Okay. So, alright. I guess that's a tile back there from the parts list. Usually I'm kind of not a fan of that, you know, of sticking smaller pieces behind big ones. I would have put the slopes in and put this show with 2 arrows and put that there. Oh, you know what I forgot to put in? There's a piece that's supposed to go in there. There it is. So we're using the candlestick holders with this round brick, which is pretty cool. You can also use studs. And just crown that off, and it makes a nice little rail system. So you can use that for like making rails or something like that. So here we got the entry into the pyramid. I don't know when I'm going to change camera angles, so your guess is as good as mine. Alright, so the next thing is we're building something big. I guess it's the thing that fits in this hole here. So, boy, that's kind of crude right there. Step 57. Sometimes the way things are done, it's like, you know, it's like we got ourselves a little telephone receiver. Yeah, so let's get this going here. Yeah, I know some like these episodes pretty long, so we'll make them as lengthy as possible. Well, until I pass out anyways. So yeah, I've just been kind of plugging away at my custom structures pack for Minecraft, and I'm kind of stuck. You know, there's a parameter that you have to get around. There's a limit. You can only go up to 8. You can only progress 8 times with a jigsaw, 0 through 7. And by the time I get to the last one, my terminators are not firing off. Go figure there. And I found that I'm not sure that there's an actual limit into, like, size limit on how many, how long the structures are. Like I was making hallways that are 33 bricks long, or 33 blocks long. I was trying to spawn 8 of those, but with the hatch and the shaft and the landing point and then we start doing the corridors. Yeah, I was eating up a lot of real estate, so I figured that out. But sadly, with work and everything, it's like a slow-go process. Writing up the template is usually the hardest part. Once you get past the template parts, it's not too bad. It's just getting there is the chore. It's like building one of these things. It's just getting there is the thing. Yeah, I'm trying to get this done by that deadline too. You know, when you're provided a set for review, you don't want to just sit on it, because, you know, it's kind of being a bit douchey there if you do. And I'm missing a tile here. So, some people say I still sound sluggish and slow and tired. Well, let's try staring at a screen all day and you tell me how you feel. You know, it's just how it is. Make sure these are facing the right way. I don't know what I did with the brick separator. Oh, silly, it's right there in front of me. Boy, I must really be out of it now. So, I've been, in addition to the resource pack or the data pack, I got to get back into working on my doors, my door pack, because they're adding like mangrove trees and all that stuff, so I have to really get into that. And those were ingots in there. Alright, so they used a plate and an ingot. Oh, they're gray. I thought these were like metallic or something. And so, just trying to get everything done. And then fighting allergies and stuff, so you may notice I'll pause the video from time to time. No, I don't need to be coughing in anybody's ear. So yeah, I'm having a lot of fun. Then I have to go to the dentist. Yippee. All these things, not one of them is a vacation. Yeah, when is it going to be my turn? Nobody knows. But anyways, I'm not sure as to why they used white for the pyramids, unless this is supposed to act as marble or something, like white stone or something like that. I don't think the pyramids were painted or anything. I don't think they would have done that. Probably whitewashed, maybe, but that's pushing it. Okay, let's see here. I'm finding a bunch of corners. I'm probably going to guess that we're going to put more corners up here. That's exactly what we're doing. I bet these go on the top, so if I find those, I'm just going to keep pulling them out. And that's what they do, so we can start putting those on there. Does they go any specific way? Yeah, they go like this. So we'll just slowly sink those in. Alright. So yeah, I'm just trying to get day chores done so I can do the fun stuff at night and in the morning. Well, I am missing... Oh, there's another one of those. Okay. You know, I forgot to see what the time was. Are we missing that too? Alright, well, let's start separating white pieces. Okay, there it is. Alrighty. We'll set that down right there. I don't think it matters which way it goes, so we'll just plop that right down in there. It snaps right in place. You can use that to stash stuff under there too. Well, if I can even get it in there. There we go. And it sucks right down in there. Alrighty. So far, looks like the picture. Yeah, okay. Alrighty, let's see what we got here. Okay, well this is pretty interesting. We're doing a straight top-down view. I've never seen that before in a manual, so yeah, this is something that I'm going to have to lay here and take a look. So basically we're going to have to map this. Is this one-to-one? No, but we're going to have to pay a lot of attention to this here. So at least they're doing it like that. So I guess if Lego does it, when I write my manuals up, I guess I could do that too. Why don't they just do it with these other green ones? Would have been nice. It's like I have a dark green here. Well, I can't put that in because I want to kind of start getting some landmarks established here. So this is going... I'm glad now I didn't do this in the last installment. Oops, I put the wrong one in there. Because of all the little studs we got to place in here. I mean, there's just so many. They're plentiful. Keep these out because I'm going to need those. Let me just pull all these out under here too. Kind of sitting off to the side here, which is not really good for mapping out parts. At least you can see what I'm doing. Okay, stick that there. So I'm just going to slowly, I'm just going to get my container that I just had. I'm just going to start setting parts in there so we can go through all the stuff that we don't need right now. Look at all the plant parts you get in here, and what are we doing? We're placing the dirt down first. So we got these here, here, and it goes up here. Back down here, and they have one here. So when we were putting those bases together, why didn't they just have us put that in while we were doing that instead? So I'm going to have to go through all the big stuff to get to the little stuff again. Okay, so this goes in here. Here, 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 here. And this one goes right about there, so it's like 5 here. Yeah. So I'm going to start setting out the green ones. First I'm going to do the tan on just this side here. Oh, it's both. So let me just place these down, one right here. At least we could put all the green stuff in there next, huh? We got to do all the boring stuff, right? We got to eat our vegetables before we can have dessert. And then we start putting these in here. So this one is right here. Yeah, I really want to work on my resource pack, but I've got to get this done. I usually enjoy doing Lego, but now doing these reviews, it's, well, I hate to say it, it's sadly becoming a job. And yeah, it is what it is. Now I see why a lot of these YouTubers just crank out reviews like crazy. It's like, why? I mean, how? Now we know how they're doing it. Put this right over here. Yeah, so just as a note, when I come in and edit these for the final review, there are so many little pieces in here, you're just going to have to really watch it. It's the best thing to do is just to kind of sit back, take your time, and just slowly plan it out. Like, just work really slow. Some people tell me I work slow when I build things. Well, even when it's my own creation, sometimes I really got to think it out. I can't just slap a mock together and go, oh look, I'm done. You know, some people expect me to do that. Like, oh, you could build a house in a day. Well, that's if I have all this free time, which I don't. Like if you got to go out and run errands, grocery shopping, paying bills, putting gas in the car. Yeah, you don't have a lot of free time. Some people just like, oh, Jay, you have all that free time to do Lego. No, I don't. This is the free time. That's what it is. This is free time right now. It is what it is. I'm just going to start pulling everything out here that's stud-like. Okay. Right over here. Right on the edge. And looks like we have that. Probably can see me, huh? I'm not hiding. Everybody knows what I look like now. No secrets anymore. So, as of the filming of this, I still got a parts haul that I'm waiting on right now for a few tutorials. Mocks, I'm going to be honest, I just don't have time for big mocks anymore. That's just the only downside. Alright, so it's right here. Right there. And there's one right behind that too. Paying attention to detail, I see, huh, designers? We're going to have to plan every stud in by hand too, and we're going to have to double check our work to make sure that everything is in place here. Like there's one right back here. Right in that corner there, right by this corner. Alrighty. Got these here, got that there. This one's back here, here. The two's there. One. That's the one there. We have this here. Surprising nothing's here. And we have a bunch here. So let's put the green over here now. At least the green I can see on top of this red a little bit. Yeah, so this set does come with an abundance amount of hollow studs. Really good for making plants and stuff. So if you need those and you get this set, I'm going to be honest, the part value on this set for me personally is pretty high. Because a lot of this stuff in here is pretty common that I can use for mocks. It's just pretty common stuff. You know, I know somebody's going to say you're going to tear that thing apart. You know, I will eventually. After I get done with building it and enjoying it. Usually I keep stuff together for about a month. And once it starts collecting those dust bunnies, that's when it's like time to say goodbye. And no, I'm not a person that likes to spend time with the little artist brush dusting off Lego. So that's what it is. I will part it out and pick up the phone. Okay, let me put that way over there. It just slid off the place that I'm sitting at, and those iPhones are really atrocious for breaking. Alright, so I got 2 extras of these. Did I forget to put one somewhere? Yes, I did, over here. Usually they give you like 1 extra here. So I think we nailed everything. Okay. Now, let me slide all this over here now. And I'm going to dump it back out on the table again. And it looks like we're using 2 different colors of leaves. I'll drop those in there for the stuff we don't need. And so we're going to have to pay attention to color. These come in handy. Now, I don't think it really matters which way the leaves are facing, but what I'm going to do, I'm going to try my best to make them all line up the way Lego has them. Yeah, get that in there. Some of these are kind of dead looking. Yeah, if I can even get that in there. This is for an adult, but man, you have to have some pretty small hands or fingers to put this stuff in there. I mean, you literally have to. So it looks like we're just going to be doing bags 4 and 5 tonight. Or today or whatever, I don't know. And yes, I will go OCD if it's not in there right. Okay, I got another one of these. So it goes in this hole closest to me. I mean, some of you probably have other things to do than, you know, if you want, you can always fast forward through this if this is boring you, or you can just sit back and just listen, and it just depends what your poison is. Alright, let's start working way over there where the bin's at. So I'm just going to grab a handful of these and start throwing them in. And at least this I can test out my work and everything else. You know, check my work as I go, especially if I get the studs in wrong. Boy, this is really a waste of these little leaf pieces, because I could use these for like my backcountry camping scenes, my campgrounds. They're really good for you know, ivy and stuff. You know, like what I'll do is I'll just take a few of these, stack them on there, and shove this on the top. So it looks really good. It looks like ivy. Or not ivy, it's like a fern, like, you know, like having some ferns. I'm surprised Lego doesn't come out with a fern piece. Alright, so far we are here. Yes, if you're gonna see some jiggles, I have to work around the tripod. Some people complain about this being seasick. Yeah, this may not be the video for you. It's on a tripod, it's just I have to work around it. You know, sometimes I'll bump into it, and that's just how things are. I never bought these in this olive green color. Now, seeing them up close, this is something I'd probably see in a desert, is these olive green pieces, so I may not buy any of those. I want to see these in other colors. So it looks like this bag here, now I see why it was broken down in a small bag. Why? Well, because you got to put all the leaf pieces in. That's what they're doing. It's kind of like a punishment. Skip that one, we'll put this one here. I hope they give me a bunch of extras of these. I can always use these. Okay, there's one right here in the middle. We got to place... They don't tell you this one goes in first. I guess you just have to guess. So we'll place that one in there first. Oh, that's a light green, and the stud just pops out. That's really cool. Let's see, for an olive green, that nasty. I'm just gonna say it, because this is my raw channel and all. Baby poop green. That's what it reminds me of. It's not cheerful like this green. Yes, I like nature stuff very green and full. Not poop green. Yeah, let's see here. Can I get this in here? Oh, and some people say I'm a little immature when I do these. So I have to be professional. Same people say I need professional sorting trays to sort my parts. Yeah. Oh, save that rant for another day. Alright, let's, I'm running out of these olive green ones here, so I gotta start really finding these first. And see, they're starting to roll under the manual here. And so I'm tripping over big stuff. We don't ever really build the big stuff until the very end. It's like all the detail comes first. Maybe I should have broke these up into smaller segment videos. It may take like an hour or two just to place all the leaves in here. I mean, try building all those spruce trees from my campground. I mean, my goodness, it just takes forever. It's worth it. It's just a lot of work. Alrighty. Let's see here. Yeah, I do miss camping a lot. I know one of my fans, I think her name is Anna Marie. I know she said she'd like to go to Legoland. It looks like fun. I'm like, yeah, me too. I think she's retired, but I'm far from that right now. I wish I was. With the way everything is, I'll probably never retire. I'll probably just keep working. Either I'll work because I'm bored. Alright. Yeah, so we're getting there. I think this one here is, let's inspect the work. And I'm going to have to point because I have to do it. Make sure everything is here and accounted for, which it is. Now I got to work on this side. So let's just start here. Okay, and I don't think it really matters if they're perfect. But I think we all will know that I messed up if I don't. Alright. Here. This side over here has got a lot of nice stuff. This over here is kind of dry. Kind of curious what this river would be, the Nile River? I'd have to do some research on that. Research and Lego, that just doesn't sound too pleasant for me. I do enough of that in programming. I have to research how to solve up a problem. Sometimes there's no way to solve it, so you just have to figure it out on your own. Alrighty, so we're getting there. We are getting there. I mean, I don't know where the bigger leaf pieces are going to be, but I'm sure that these are going to be a lot easier than this stuff here. I think they may go on here. Alright, let me check all this here. See, I forgot one here. Yep, this is I mean, honestly, if you're into putting little things together, this would be it. This set's got everything. It's got big builds, little things. I haven't really seen anything really repetitious yet, except for these. So it's got a little bit of everything. I'm not going to lie to you. Somebody's probably going to say this is the best set in the whole wide world. Well, we won't know when we put it together. From what I can tell so far, you are getting a build. So you're not going to get, if you're looking for something that's going to take you time to put together, well, this is going to fit the bill. This will definitely fit the bill. You know, if you're looking for something that's going to take you, you know, literally several hours or even a day, yeah, this will do it. What do I have to do? Get a pair of tweezers to put these in? So bag 4 is just basically building the pyramids here. And placing tons of one-by-one stuff. I mean, literally just detail. I mean, I'm always a fan of detail. And when I talk about what's the build quality like, does it keep your interest? You know, I don't grade on how long it takes me to build a set. You know, if I'm starting to get bored of repetitious stuff, yes. Like this is not repetitious. It's tedious. This is meant for you, like, you know, let's say it's a nice rainy day or it's very hot outside and you want to bring a little bit of that heat in the house. You can build a pyramid and you can just take your time and just build it, you know. Or if you've had a long day at work or something, this makes a great set for that. Several days to put that together, as a matter of fact. But, I mean, nonetheless, it's really a nice, lovely little build. Let's put the low one in there first. I'm glad I caught that, because I really would have had to take that apart. And these are pretty sturdy. They're not really coming off. It looked like they're ready to flake off of here, but they're not because they're anchored down on those hollow studs. So, I mean, they're really in there good. They're just not going to flake around. And we are missing one thing here. So, let me go back a page here. Okay, so it's right after the point right here. So see, these plant pieces are actually helping me out because now I can see exactly if I forget a stud or something like that. And we have a couple of extra ones of these. So, did we forget anything? I mean, well, let's proof it and see. We have this one here. There's two right here. That one, these two here. We got this cluster of 3, 1, and then 3 here. These may go somewhere else because I don't see anything else that would be missing. So, well, they may go under something else too. Oh, well, that answers my question. No, it doesn't. So we're going to have to make some small trees. We got to make 6 of those trees. So, yeah, we'll just get going on that right now, huh? I don't know what those are for. So, let's see here. Yeah, let me not do that. That's the this in the light. And does it really matter how it goes? Not really. I'm trying to make it look as full as possible here. So you're going to have to make your own little trees. Like that. So let me keep it as a model here, and then we're going to have to pick up all the big stuff again. Could have just done all the little stuff first, or the big stuff would have been nicer to finish up. Okay. Yeah, I got a bunch of stuff I got to put together. And if, like I said, if this channel does pick up, I'll probably do more of the mocks on here too, like the building process of the mocks. And let's just put those in there right now. And if that's what people want to see, I'll show more of that. But these have to take off first, as if they don't. And so far I'm looking, it seems like there's somebody out there watching the whole thing, so maybe I'll probably end up doing that after all. Alright, so building a few trees is one thing. When you got to do about 5 or 6 of them, that's when I start getting pretty bored. And that's that autism there. For those who don't know, yes, I do have a form of it. I just can't sit for too long doing the same thing. How do I do it in computer programming? I don't know. I really don't. I think I'm more focused on what is it going to look like when it's done. You know, like what is it going to look like? It'll look cool. I really can't wait to get to the big stuff. Like there's a bunch of like big parts that we haven't even got to yet. But I think after this bag here, technically half of it's done. And I think we'll move to bag 5 after this. Alright. Okay, so the trees go in some of the other remaining areas. Like there's one here that I don't see. Oh, I see where it goes. Alright. So I have to get up on the other side over here. It's way back in this corner. Set that right down in there. Oh, I see, it's right there. There we go. That's one done, and those are kind of flimsy, so we're going to have to be careful not to knock those loose. And let me bring this over here. Actually, let me see here. I'm looking at the wrong page. Okay, there's a tree that goes right on the other. So I guess these 1x2 rounded plates, that's where they go. See, that's exactly what I was saying. That's what it does. You push it in too far, well, that's really loose. It's almost like that's broken, huh? Where does that go exactly again? Does it just fell out? Right about here? Let me see. Don't tell me I'm going to have to go back. Yep. Let me pop that out of there. Yep, this is not meant for little kitties at all. Or somebody who doesn't have a lot of patience. You will be in trouble. Okay, don't even breathe on that, Jay. Just pretend like it's not even there. Okay, that's 3. There's 4 of them over here, huh? So I'm looking for all the round plates. I'm assuming the other 2 go over here. And yeah, that goes right down in there. Whew, okay, got that done. And sorry if this is kind of cutting off over there. That's just how these raw videos are. Oh, finally we get to put some real bricks in here, huh? Okay. So, looks like we're going to be piecing this in here. Let's start with the 2 1x2s first. Stick those down in there. It would have been nice if we would put these in first and you don't have to trip over them, huh? I don't know what goes in there. Right, let me stick this over here. My hands are pretty big, so I don't want to just try to squeeze that in there and break something. And then, let's see here. Okay. But it does seem like it goes in pretty far. It's supposed to be like that. That just drops all the way down in there. There's a tile in there, so I don't know. This is supposed to be up like this. It drops way down there, though. You know, I'm going to take a look here real quick with that. But we didn't have any leftover parts, so let me kind of back up here. Okay, it shows that it's higher up on a lip. Let's see, we're going to keep going here. So we're only back to bag 1, huh? Yeah, let's let me pop that out and make sure here. Well, I guess you can't. Those are in there pretty good, actually. No, that's how it's supposed to be. Let me take a look at the little slide. Is there supposed to be something underneath the slide or something? That just doesn't seem right. No, that's how it is. That's... yeah. This is supposed to be like that, but it just keeps going back down. So yeah, I don't know what their deal is with this here. Alright, I gotta show you something. Alright, see this step right here? Okay, I gotta show you. This is what they want you to do. Take these and you do them like this. I mean, they don't even stay together, so what do we do here? We set this in here. Yeah, but how does that even stay in? It just sits in there? Okay, I guess so. I guess that's how you're supposed to do that, huh? And make the top step. Let me take that. We got to hide that beautiful plate in there. And we put a couple of 1x1s. I think the next bag, number 5, is all big stuff. We may just do that one. I think this just sits in here. Okay, well it's all locked in, so I guess what they were trying to do is make these into really thin steps. So, I mean, it looks good, but I was kind of unsure about that first, but that's in there. That ain't going anywhere. I always thought that was kind of a legal building, but no, apparently the Lego, that's not illegal. I guess that's okay. I guess we could do that too when we're building, huh? I more like to have my stuff fixed and fastened down. That was really kind of weird. And then we got some of the lattice. I'm not sure what that plate's for. Oh. You know, when they had us build this, why don't they just tell us to put the jumper plate on that and stick that on there? Because you got to put the trophy on. So this is our little mini figures. I've been trying to find these, and they have them, I think, in various colors. And now I have at least pearl gold. Let's see here. Okay. And then so it goes like this. I think these are the outside corners, and that's what they are. And then, well, it does not want to go in, does it? Wait a minute, am I doing that right? No, I'm not doing that right. It's supposed to go there. Probably why it was giving me a hard time. Okay. We'll stick these in here. We're almost done with this bag too. So yeah, this bag here was not really for the faint of heart. If you don't like piecing together small parts like me, yeah, that's not really good. Alrighty. And I think the main pyramid sits on here when we're done. I think they got it broken down into 2 pieces. Okay. And then making sure I'm recording. Alright. And then we stick a bunch of these Technic gears. I'm always on the hunt for these. I think one time I was looking for white. Well, this set's got plenty of those. We got to put a few more things on it, obviously. Look at this, I've got pieces here. Alrighty. So, flip it upside down. This Lego does that too. I don't feel bad. This is what I do sometimes. I'll start right there with upside down on my building guides. I'm like, it's okay, I guess, and you flip it over and do what you got to do. I mean, yeah, I've done that because I thought it was just easier. Okay, don't start with step 1, step 2, flip it over and stuff some stuff under there. Why do that? And then this fits here. How does that fit in? Fits in like that. Is that how it's supposed to fit in? Or am I going backwards? I think it's supposed to be like this. But no. Oh. Well, it'd be easier if I just flipped these around like that. Whoops, my bad. There we go. Stick that right in there. Fix that right up. And I think that's it. So we have a few extra pieces. I think I'm missing a limb or something, but I have... Usually they give you extra ones of these. So what am I missing though? Or they could have just gave me one extra one because they're being nice, huh? Like one of these, baby poop color. From by that tree. Yeah, I think they gave me one extra. Hey, I'm not going to complain about it, because I can always use these. Got one here. And it's always good to check your work when you're doing this. You know, you don't want to screw up or anything like that. And yeah, they gave me a few extra leaf pieces. Hey, I'll take those. I think because you could break these or something. I've never broke any of them. They just fall apart on their own. That's pretty much about it. So let's see here. We'll go ahead and tack on bag number 5 onto this one. We'll do that in the next video.